Hello guys, so in the previous video we did set up the Windows machine, the Windows VM with the ISO file. So in this video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be importing the REMnux machine, and the REMnux machine is what we're going to be using for analyzing the malware. That's what it is for, right? So let's go ahead, and the way to do that, since it is an OVA file, it is basically a machine that is ready to go. We don't need to basically install it like we did for the Windows machine. So we can go ahead and go add, and for that one we can go to downloads, and downloads, actually no add, you can just go into, let's go ahead and go to my downloads files. Give me 1 second. Where is it? REMnux. It's over here. So if you see a REMnux over here, if you double click on it, it is going to open in VirtualBox. So that is great. And if you have a Windows machine, you can also right click it and open with VirtualBox, and that will open it over here. You can see right here everything is ready to go. So I'm going to leave everything as a default for right now. Let's go ahead and do finish, and that is going to import that appliance. And like I said, that is an appliance that it is ready to go. We don't need to do any installation. All you need to do is import that appliance into VirtualBox. We are going to start that machine, and it's going to be ready to go. The only thing that we need to do is to install the VirtualBox guest editions, just like we did for the Windows machine. But for the Linux, since this one is on a Linux machine, it's an Ubuntu server or an Ubuntu machine, we do need to do it differently. And I will show you guys how to install that so we can maximize and do copy and paste, drag and drop, and a lot of cool stuff that you can do. So let's go ahead and wait for this machine to finish importing. And after it is done importing, we are going to fire that up and install the VirtualBox guest edition. See you in a little bit. There we go. So you can see that REMnux machine is ready to go. If you want to rename it, you can just right click and go to settings, and you can rename it. I'm going to leave it as it is. REMnux sounds good to me because that's what it is. So now we are going to power up that virtual machine. And as you can see over here, it doesn't maximize or anything like that. That's because we do need to install the VirtualBox guest edition. And like I said before, it is a little bit different than what we did with the Windows machine, the way that we did it. So we are going to have to, first we're going to make a directory, and this directory we're going to call it just media. We're going to call it media and CD-ROM. Let's call it CD-ROM v1. I guess we do need to run this as a super user, right? So that is good. You can see, let's keep that there. So there we go, sudo make directory media CD-ROM v1, and then we need to go ahead and mount the dev CD-ROM, or actually I'm sorry, we need to do a mount dev CD-ROM. There we go. And we need to mount the media CD-ROM v1, right? It is mount, no media found. So no media found. So we need to, did I do this correctly? Mount no media found on, what's going on over here? Let's do an ls dev CD-ROM SR0. It points to SR0. Let me go ahead and do devices, insert guest edition. So the content software intended to be started, would you like it to run? Okay, let's go ahead and run this then. And what is the REMnux? I forgot what is the REMnux. default password. it is malware. How did I forget that? It's been a little bit. There we go. So let's go ahead and run that one as well. Malware. There we go. So you can also, I guess because I have the latest VirtualBox, but on my old VirtualBox I was not able to do that. But you can, I guess you can do it the same as the Windows machine. It's just that it runs automatically after you click on insert the guest editions, see the image, and then you just have to enter your password. And the default password for REMnux, it is malware. So don't forget that, just like I did. I was gonna say infected, but it was not infected. That's why I was getting confused. But it is malware. Malware. So that is the default password. MALWARE. Malware. So this is going to install the VirtualBox guest edition, so we can expand this, this window. And I have this really tiny window over here that is really hard to work with. So let's go ahead and wait for this to be done. And after this is not done, we are going to move on to the next step. And you can see now that it was installed. You can see now that I can maximize this window. So we are good to go. I didn't reboot, but I still want to reboot, just to sudo reboot. There we go. So let's go ahead and just do a reboot, just to make sure that we are good to go on that. And when that comes back up, so here we go, it was rebooted, it is back, and we can see that we can go ahead and maximize the window to make it bigger. So that is good. So we are good to go. On the next video, we are going to start installing all the tools, like the Flare VM tools that we need for the Windows machine. So guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.